turn my back, you laughing.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Miami Dolphins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Set, putt, go to base. Here we go, here we go. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check, check. Set up.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Check 50. 52's the mic.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Throwing again. Fields. Being chased out left.
I'm getting tired of seeing me.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. I don't even know why they showed up.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Coming to you. 52.
Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
From the 44, Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Bridgewater now. Able to find Harris, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Keep it up, guys. Jam. Check. Crunch. Hey, switch.
They'll run. It's Hilliard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it, baby. Here we go. Check. Get him on. Pass. Check. That's it. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
From the gun on third down. Fields eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Okay.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Bridgewater. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Off the play fake. Fields. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open. Got
to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Second and 13. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's third down.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Fields. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. Fourth down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got the hook up to Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing is Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Here's Kamara off the draw. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He gets it complete to Harris. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
Let's go now. Let's go. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Shut up.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Fields looking deep for Jennings. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Bridgewater. The catch made by Miller. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Bridgewater. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This is taken at the 3. Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
'42's the mic, boys. 42. Hang
They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
No, check that. Right here.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Flush to his right. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing, Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
All day, baby. All day.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point safely through, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw is Bridgewater. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Fields. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got a man. Complete.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 15. Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Fields.
I got you, boy.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaquille Barrett, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for New Orleans, it's a dream start. 2 wins.